You ready? What's up, y'all? How you doing? It's your boy Dave Wilkins, aka Chicago Dave, and guess where I'm at? Chicago! Woo! Chicago! Yeah, you hear that echo? It's fabulous. Guys, I know some of you have always wanted to change your environments, move to locations that are paradise destinations, and you want to grow up in a different environment, you want to experience different things. Well, guys, that's going to take change and the confidence to change. Okay, so we're getting some gems out of John Maxwell's The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. Okay, and we are in chapter 6. Guess what chapter 6 is talking about? The law of environment. Okay, growth thrives in conducive surroundings. The first step towards success is taken when you refuse to be a captive of the environment you first find yourself in. Okay? So this is what he says to start off the chapter. I believe at some point during every person's lifetime, there comes a need to change environments in order to grow. How many of y'all need to change your environment? Some of y'all knew 10 years ago you should have been changing your environment. If we want to grow, to reach our potential, we must be in the right environment. Full potential, not just half potential. Not just you're doing good enough. I'm talking about going to that unlimited potential that you have. So, time for change. How do you know when it's time for change? If you're always at the head of the class, then you're in the wrong class. I remember this very much, because guess who was forced to be in calculus even though I was in algebra 1? My mom always analyzed the environment of my class and made me go into the more advanced opportunities. And back in the day, I didn't really like it like that. It wasn't fun because it was more homework and it was harder to get through the topics. But as I look back, hindsight, look back 2020, I see that helped me grow in those environments. So challenge yourself, never get comfortable, don't get complacent. So if you're always at the head of the class, if you're Mr. Popular, Miss Popular, if you're the one everybody looks to, you should probably be changing classes or environments. It's about time. Change depends on your choices. Growth equals change. It's possible to change without growing, but it's impossible to grow without changing. Ooh. So just because you move to a different destination don't mean it's going to be different for you, because you have to also go through some changes as well. Whether you are a success or failure in life has little to do with your circumstances. It has much more to do with your choices. So let's think about our choices. I mean, one, my faith in God allows me to get forgiveness for some of the choices that I made that weren't aligned with His will. Some choices that I'm shameful for. But I don't carry that shame anymore because He's forgiven me for them, okay? But it's our choices that get us to success or failure. So take accountability of your choices and make sure you're leading on the right path. Number one, assess your current environment. What does it look like? How does it feel like? How do you feel in your current environment? How about your family and friends, your work? Is that satisfactory to you? Or do you want more? Or do you envision more for your life? If so, you might need to look at changing, okay? Look at number two. Change yourself and your environment. Now listen to these points, because this is crucial, okay? Change yourself, but not your environment, equals growth will be slow and difficult. Change your environment, but not yourself, growth will be slow and less difficult. Change your environment and yourself, growth will be faster and more successful, okay? Number three, change who you spend time with, okay? At Fellowship Church, Ed Young used to always say, show me your 5 friends and I'm gonna show you your future, okay? We become the combined average of the 5 people we hang around the most. Who are you spending time with? Is it your best friend from childhood? Do they have the same faith as you do? Do they have the same vision of where they want to take their lives? Are they trying to challenge themselves at every day to be better and better? If not, you might need to mix up that top 5, okay? Now, that doesn't mean you can't be friends with other people in your life, but they shouldn't be in that top 5 that you're spending all your time with, okay? Matter of fact, one of those top 5, or many of them, should be accountability partners. What is accountability partner? A good accountability partner should love you unconditionally, desire your success, be mature, ask you agreed upon questions, help you when you need help. That's pretty easy. That's not do heart surgery for you. That's not fix your financial problems. That's somebody that's standing in life with you. That's going to work through your problems and theirs together. Number 4, challenge yourself in your new environment. So just don't move to a new location and sit on the couch and think it's just going to be automatically better. You got to adapt. You got to go meet people. You have to put yourself out there. You got to learn in a new environment. You have to challenge yourself in that environment, okay? Again, it's not just about changing your environment, it's changing yourself as well, okay? And then these are some questions you should be asking about some of the people that you're around, or some of the people you're spending time with. What are their strengths? What are they learning now? What do I need right now? Who have I met? What have they read? Or what have they done that has helped them? Okay? What haven't I asked that I should have? These are questions that are asking who's around me, what do I need right now, and how can I become better with that person? So number 5, and this is one that hit me to the heart, is focus on the moment. Okay? Today is when everything is going to happen. From now on begins. Okay, don't think too far ahead. Don't be thinking about 5 years from now and what it's going to look like. That's where you want to set your goals, but you want to live in today. You want to make sure that your decisions, the people that are around you, are the best for today. And tomorrow, the best for tomorrow. Because those small steps will get you to that 5-year plan, that 10-year plan that we all have in our brains and in our futures. Okay? This one is huge. Move forward despite criticism. Move forward despite criticism. Who told you that you moving to Florida, California, New York, Australia was a stupid idea? You get criticism in every move that you make, whether you take the move or whether you don't. But to be honest with you, if you listen to that criticism, you will never move forward. Sometimes you have to leave people in the back. Everybody's not meant for every season of your life. So if you're trying to change yourself, if you're trying to change your environment, make sure that you're prepared for the criticism that will come. Naysayers, people in your family, people that you've grown up with, they're not going to understand the vision that you have. And if you agree with me in my faith, it's the vision that God has for my life. So if God is telling me to do something, maybe I don't even see where it's going. Maybe the person behind me definitely can't see where it's going. So take that and prepare for the criticism that'll come. If you don't try to create the future you want, you must endure the future you get. If you don't try to create the future you want, you must endure the future you get. Whatever course you decide upon, there's always someone to tell you that you are wrong. Whatever course you decide upon, there's always someone to tell you that you are wrong, okay? You ever felt like you moving and shaking and doing things and everything's kind of falling in line and all of a sudden the naysayers come out, the critics come out? Guys, if you didn't have haters, if you didn't have those people talking in your life, probably you weren't doing nothing. As soon as you start to do stuff, as soon as you start to move mountains and achieving things, those are when the haters come out. Because they envy what you have or the journey that you're on. So, you know what? We got to pray for them. We got to, tell them God bless you and hope that your life works out and I can help however I can. But don't focus on that criticism. Focus on the growth of where God has you going. Okay, so we're talking about the law of environment. It makes a big difference. I'm sitting in here in Chicago. It's a big city, a lot of diversity, a lot of opportunities, activities, all types of stuff. If you grew up in a small town and you've always wanted to achieve better for yourself, if you've always wanted to be in a different environment and you're more ambitious than the people you're around, get up and go. Get up and challenge yourself. Save them pennies and get up and go. If you never go, you'll never know. And you probably won't grow either, okay? So never forget the law of environment. Growth thrives in conducive surroundings. So I know I'm speaking to somebody. I know I'm speaking to people that want better for themselves. I want better for myself. So I'm looking at change. I'm looking at growth. I'm reading. I'm trying to look at who is around me. Who is my top 5? Who are my accountability partners? And let's figure out what we need to put in place to get where God wants us to be. All right, so it's Chicago Dave. We're looking at John Maxwell and his gems. We're gonna come back to you next time with chapter 7. But I love y'all. Enjoy today, enjoy your weekend, and share the love. Peace. We out.